the debate right now is a mess. You know, the House had passed, Nancy Pelosi had passed a big coronavirus relief package back in May 25th. So it's been 2 months. That was $3.4 trillion, enormous, much bigger than anything that they had done in the past. A lot of the same programs that they had funded initially in March in the CARES Act, and that was, you know, a lot of hundreds of billions of dollars for state and local governments. It was unemployment insurance, it was medical supplies, it was hospitals, it was testing, it was a long list of things. Mitch McConnell, the Senate leader, Republican leader, said, nope, we don't need to go that fast. Let's wait and see how things happen with the economy when these states start to reopen. 2 months later, of course, states have reopened, and the result has been sort of disastrous in a lot of these places, and we're seeing conditions that were worse than even 2 months ago. So Republicans are now scrambling to come up with their own proposal, their counter-proposal to the Pelosi bill. I think the big one next week, as we begin the negotiations again, is going to be unemployment, because there was a big controversy in the initial CARES bill. There was a $600 weekly stipend. It was a way to try to iron out the differences between the state unemployment insurance policies, let's say, because they're, you know, it's such a checkered kind of quilt pattern. There's no federal unemployment insurance standard for how the program is run, and so some people were going to get more than others, and what they wanted to do was make sure that everybody was getting what they had lost by losing their job, and so they just added this $600 weekly payment, and so in many cases people are getting more money than they actually had before they lost their jobs. And Republicans say, well, that's a disincentive for going out and finding a job or working again, and that's going to make the economy that much slower to recover. And so they want to get rid of the $600. They're talking about a $200 padded bonus. I don't know if the Democrats are going to go for that. And I should mention, time is of the essence here. There is an urgency because the unemployment benefits run out on August 1st, and that's millions of people who are going to be not only out of that extra $600, but the initial unemployment benefit that the state provides anyway.
This and our own Ipsos polling shows broad support for Congress to act and to extend economic relief for Americans and small businesses during the pandemic. What we see in this poll, frankly, the bottom line is that a majority want to have unemployment benefits extended, including 1 in 3 who say that they want those benefits extended for the duration of the pandemic, however long that lasts. And we're seeing something similar in our polling at Ipsos, which is that a majority of Americans, and this all gets bipartisan support, which is rare these days, but a majority of Americans support extending unemployment benefits like we see here, extending economic relief for small businesses, and another round of stimulus checks for all Americans. So what this polling tells me is that Americans are in need of economic relief, and they're in support of action, and widespread action to help them, to help their families, and to help businesses in their community.